Alright, I'm back with another Destiny 2 video. This will be my last till probably next Tuesday reset, as I am heading out of town for a bit. Uh, I know that usually TWABs these days just have a couple little tidbits, and this week I was expecting not very much at all, given that we get a huge Strand blog and a huge abilities blog the last 2 days. But I do know there's some good information in here, including a few things I was hoping for. I haven't read this yet, but people were just like tweeting at me. Also, apologies in advance. I'm starting to lose my voice again for like the millionth time, but I will do what I can with reading this, and we will go through this together. This is sort of a summary about all of the stuff they released this week. This is Bungie is doing relief for Syria and Turkey with the devastating earthquakes there. So you can help out with direct relief in the International Rescue Committee. Bungie has made an emblem for this, so you guys can look into that and read all the details through the Bungie Foundation. And then more Strand stuff. We had the big Strand trailer and then the blog post about everything. I've already done that. Latency. Okay, this is a new talk about latency, that things are not going so great, and they have a little graph here showing how bad things have gotten during various points since the start of Season 19. So this Iron Banner is apparently the main culprit of high latency. All right, earlier this season we started investigating a new latency issue. The end effect would see as one or more players standing against the wall are not taking any damage for several seconds, teleporting across the map and possibly killing you, aka lag. After learning that this could happen in private matches, we were able to eliminate new matchmaking changes as a possible cause. We then looked at new features as the possible culprit, and after ruling those out, we looked at external sources. Jeez, okay. Valve has been constantly making improvements to its Steam datagram relay service. Oh man, my voice is toast. High-quality Destiny 2 connections. In this case, they found relays which were not configured properly and severely impacted network quality between players during peak hours. The problematic relays were taken offline at 3 p.m. last Friday, pending more thorough investigation, and this appears to have resolved the immediate issue for players. Valve, it was Valve's fault. How dare you, Gabe? This is fixed deployed, immediately goes to nothing. Oh boy, that's not great. Okay. Well, this doesn't solve all latency problems, it has fixed this particularly thorny issue that has plagued the game since the start of Season 19. In our own investigations, we also found a few hidden bugs that should be fixed with Lightfall. This should improve network quality even further for players with good network connections. Yeah, on PC it was just like way worse. And that's wild if that's what it was, some Valve issue. I bet they were not super thrilled about that. Alright, what is going on here? Okay, with great Strand power comes great fashionability. For those of you looking to make other Guardians a little green with envy when it comes to your fashion sense, we've got good news. When Lightfall launches, every item that changes its appearance based on your subclass will be compatible with Strand. Wow, okay. I mean, that makes sense, but that's a nice little thing that they're doing. So this is Solstice gear, a favorite finisher. Wait, do finishers match your subclass? Have I never noticed that? I thought they were... I didn't know they were like class specific. Anyway, are one of your new subclass-based emotes. You'll soon be able to express yourself in Strand colors when using a Strand subclass. Or are they just saying that they're going to make Strand finishers and Strand subclass-based emotes? I don't know, whatever. Okay, so they have a little video. Oh, okay. Subclass agnostic legendary finishers. Wait, I think they mixed these videos up. Alright, so here's what the green Solstice sets look like for the past 3 years. I don't actually like this set. This is my least favorite one. Oh wait, these are the 3. Okay. This is my least favorite one. This is my favorite one. This one's okay. I actually like this one without the glows. It's pretty good armor set without those. And then these are class agnostic finishers, which I had no idea that those were subclass specific. So great. And then these emotes, Antaeus wards and ornaments. Didn't know that. Like that. No backup plans and ornaments. Did know that they change that later, I think. Okay. So function over fashion. The following armor and weapon perks will also be compatible with Strand when applicable come Lightfall. Elemental capacitor. I believe they said that was going to give you a bunch of AE. Osmosis, explosive payload. What does that mean? Is there... So... Oh, interesting. Okay, so Strand weapons can roll explosive payload when previously I think that was just a I think that was just a kinetic perk. Can stasis weapons get explosive payload? I don't actually know that. Dragonfly, okay, that makes sense. Cluster bombs, chain reaction, chromatic fires, crystalline transistor, absorption cells, bombardiers. Oh, so bombardiers will have some strand bomb. Verity brow, Felwinter's helm, and more possibly in the future. So start thinking about these fashion updates and update your loadouts. Callus is clearly upping his fashion game. It's only fair we do the same to you. Does this update resonate with you? Some early warning for folks looking to prepare for weapon crafting in Lightfall. As part of an initiative to integrate weapon crafting into the broader core economy, we will be completely removing resonant elements from the game. What? What? Oh my god, I did not see that coming. They did this whole thing where they were like, oh, we're going to have like alternate sources of resonant elements. And like, of course, I've like racked up 10,000 resonant elements. To be fair, the resonant element system has been not great from the start. So they are just, okay, so they're just not doing, they're just getting rid of the whole deep, they have totally changed the crafting economy. Remember when we had like 6 different currencies that went into crafting for like the different kinds of perks, and they're like, no, that sucks, we're getting rid of that, everything's just resonant element now. Now they're like, no, we don't want resonant element either, so it's just glimmer enhancement cores, etc. I don't know what etc. is. Legendary shards, I have no idea. And so that we're removing deep sight attunement objective altogether, so there's no more deep sight attunement. This seems to be a pretty big change from what they were even planning. It sounded like they were changing things like, oh, weapons that can't have patterns won't drop as deep sight, and like we're gonna have other sources of resonant element, blah 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 blah. But that is hilarious that they're just killing it all together. I mean, I guess that's good, unless it's like a bazillion enhancement cores or something, or bazillions of legendary shards. Glimmer's like always replenishable, so that doesn't really matter. That's wild. I was not expecting that based on what they've been saying about how crafting was changing. But I think you're still gonna have red frames for patterns. I'm assuming just alloy won't be a thing anymore, or not alloy, resonant elements. Resonant and harmonic alloys will still be used at launch. However, we're planning to overhaul these currencies later in the Lightfall year. Ascendant alloys will remain as is for now. What are harmonic alloys? I don't remember that. Oh, the little green things. I forgot those even exist. Much of this info is hot off the presses, so apologies for the late warning. Yeah, I think this sounds like a decision they just made, very recently, and too recently for Lightfall. So you will be able to still spend resonant harmonic stuff at launch, but they're going to change it later. So don't like worry about stockpiling too much stuff. Hopefully this will be in the first season here. I don't know. That's something. Okay. Prime Gaming, I don't think I even have that ornament. I might have missed that. That's a very small picture. Alright. We asked, you answered, and things got creepy crawly. Oh, we have the results of this already. Okay. So, spiders took out beetles. Why did spiders take out beetles nearly across the board when it came to player votes? Okay, so maybe it's 2 out of 3. Probably because they're acclimated to living on the web. Oh. Is this Liana? Yeah. Of course. All right, bad puns aside, Spider Chic took the win despite the intriguing look of Beetle fashion. We did things differently this year by allowing Guardians to vote for each class, and that seemed to work. Here's a breakdown of our latest Festival Lost voting and where Team Beetle lost the fight. Hunters had 56% of the vote for Team Spider. I voted for Beetle because I wanted the Firefly wings, and I'm pretty sure those were going to glow on the cloak, so that's a bummer. Titans were Team Spider with 72% of the votes. That's a good set. The Titan sets are both really good. Why are these pictures so small? Those are both really good sets, so that was kind of hard. And then Warlocks, Beetles won by 53. I voted for Spider. I think it's a more interesting set. I keep trying to click on this to make it bigger, and nothing's happening. I just don't really like the robes. I don't know. The gloves and the helmet are okay. Whatever. I don't care that much. All right, for trials, the winner is Radiant Cliffs. Okay, whatever. Player support reports. All right, so Destiny Content Vault updates. It does not seem to be a giant culling this time around, but, all right. expansion content will no longer be added to the DCV. Players can expect all 16 to 19 content to enter the DCV, excluding Season 16 PsyOps Battlegrounds and Season 19 Heist Battlegrounds, which will be added to the Vanguard Ops playlist in Season 20. Yeah, this is what someone pinged me before this. Excellent, excellent move. I think there are there 6 total? 6 or 7? I can't remember. I think there's 6. So this is what they're going to change it so there's like not champions like in the heist ones, and they'll probably change some of the mechanics of the PsyOps ones. I love Battlegrounds. I think they are way better than Strikes now in terms of enemy density, and you're not just running around through endless corridors. They're more condensed, more firefight focused. Really good additions to the Vanguard playlist. I'm always excited when almost all of them come up. There's a few that are like not as good, but really excited to see both of these added here, and that's what I was hoping for. The bad news, everything else is going away. So that makes sense when it's like, Catch Crash or something like that. But the problem is, so they brought back, Derelict Leviathan. They did all that work, and that will just be going away. And so the Leviathan is literally content vaulted 2 times, which I get that we weren't really doing anything there, but it seems like we could have if it stayed. And then we are losing Operation Seraph Shield. That is not an exception here. This is not super surprising. I believe we'll know more by the end of the season as to perhaps some lore reason why it is going away. That's what I'm hearing, but it sucks. I never like them vaulting all of these exotic missions. They are some of the best missions in the game. I think it is a terrible idea to vault those, and they just keep doing it. I really, really want to see those added to the Legends tab instead, and they are not doing that, so that is a bummer. Okay. Items being depreciated at the start of year 6. Certain items will become depreciated and no longer available to use. For items going away at the start of the year 6, please click here. Okay. This is mostly just all of the seasonal currencies, I think. Is there anything actually interesting in here? Well, they're finally fully getting rid of destination materials, but I don't see Rainmakers or Matter Weaves in here. That would be ideal, unless I'm missing that. Evie, what are you doing? You squeaking? Yeah, I don't see anything in there, so that's not surprising. It's almost all just seasonal currency things. All right, known issues. Leaving penalties for competitive division, VFX for symmetry, push the objective Crucible bounty, requirements for week 9 Icy Singularity Challenge are incorrectly listed. Alright, whatever. Okay. So they are dealing with this, I think. Alright, I don't normally read Art of the Week sections, I kind of just browse through it, but alright, so before we dive into this week's fix, we want to talk about our movie and art of the week section a little bit. We've noticed that the standard MOTW and AOTW tags are getting a little convoluted with other content, some a little less appropriate than others. To make sure that your submissions are seen online by the wider community, we encourage the use of Destiny 2 AOTW and Destiny 2 movie of the week going forward. So I guess that was mixing up with other hashtags that mean other things in other places. I don't know. I don't even want to guess what those acronyms can mean elsewhere. But all right, so do that. Artificial Intelligence AI Art. Last week, an AI art submission was mistakenly featured in our blog. Yeah, I knew that wasn't on purpose. The process of choosing these involves a team effort, and with this technology being so new, we don't have a foolproof way of knowing what submissions are AI art. We want to keep the celebration of our community for those that work hard to bring their creative selves to the forefront of creating works that the traveler would find joy in. Because of this, we will not knowingly ever feature AI art submissions as a potential Art of the Week or Movie of the Week winner. That being said, this is still new. We ask for grace if we mistakenly feature a submission generated by AI, and a respectful heads up should it ever happen again in the future. Appreciate the assist. Yeah, okay, so not super shocked to hear about essentially an AI ban, but again, there was no super guaranteed way to do this, unless I assume it's mostly CMs sorting through all the submissions, and you can't expect CMs to be intimately familiar with the giveaways of AI art and whatever. So yeah, it was just kind of a mess. I don't think that was anybody's fault per se. Even the person that submitted it, I don't even think they were trying to go for Art of the Week. They were just putting something they thought looked cool on the community page, and they were like, okay, I'll take it down. I don't care. But I am not surprised to see a statement in a ban here, which I think is totally appropriate given the scenario. Even if people have yelled at me about AI art things in the past, in this specific instance, I certainly believe that it's totally great to have a human-generated art contest here for sure. Okay. Friends that join in. Okay, so this is about you cannot add a bazillion people to get cash in on your emblem. This is how I got my movie of the week emblem, because I forget who even made the original video at this point. I think it was it IRL Titan? I don't remember. But I was like one of like, I don't know, 25 content creators that were in there, and we all got movie of the week, which I don't know. I mean, it's nice, but that's probably not fair. So, okay. We've seen instances where 2 or 3 folks working on a video turns into 20 or more, and the same names circulate on a significant number of submissions that are unrelated to each other. To keep these going, something needed to change. The same rule applies from before. Any person involved must be listed in the original posting for Art of the Week, Movie of the Week. Submissions, late editions will not be included. However, one more thing. Please ensure all Bungie profiles are included in the initial posts, threads at the time refined, and that the number of creators does not exceed 7. And we hope this will change the process of awarding the art and movie emblems. Keeping it honest and something indicates a celebration of our community. Okay, so under these rules, I shouldn't have a movie of the week emblem. I will fully admit I should not have a movie of the week emblem. I do not have an art emblem. I do have the fashion emblem. So I was gonna do like a Thanos gauntlet and try to get them all eventually, but not gonna happen. Also, I'm not good enough at art to do that. So my movie of the week was cheating. I would say not like really cheating, but I didn't earn it for sure. So whatever. I think that's a fine change. Okay, now on to said community. Okay, so here are the submissions this time around. This is a video. This is Birthplace of the Vile GM. And then here is your non-AI art for the week. That is adorable. Evie is squeaking. That's awesome. Cyrus is rocking out with the Strand violin, scoring the trailer. Let's wrap up another TWAB. Lightfall will be here before you know it. We know many of you have more questions. We've got a few more things to share before 28, but until then, drink water, keeping up self-care, and always leading with your kindness foot forward. Until next time, I should go. Yeah, there is a good amount of stuff coming next week. That's all I'm going to say for the moment, but I will have some reporting on stuff next week. So anyway, good TWAB, good changes for the most part here, and getting our spiders and keeping those Battlegrounds, good stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you later. Take care.